Hello, astrology friends and family. Welcome to July. I'm just going to go over some of the bigger outer planet aspects, and then we're just going to dive right into all 12 signs. Okay, so as we start off July, all of the inner planets are direct, and sorry about my notifications. The outer planets like Saturn and Pisces had started retrograding at the end of June. Pluto was already retrograding in Aquarius, and Neptune will station retrograde in Pisces on July 2nd, and that will continue all the way until January 1st of 2025. He'll stay there direct for a little bit and then move straight into Aries in March of 2025. The beginning of the month with the Cancer energy will be watery and sweet and will be sextiling Mars and Taurus. It will be a great time for time out, spending time with family, friends, exercising in water like stand-up paddleboarding, canoeing, any kind of like boating, swimming activities, things like that. And it's also a great time to be creative and put your inner, with all of the inner planets direct, put your little, launch your little dreams out into their cosmic sailboats, out into the ethers. You could be beautifying the spaces that you live in, developing a garden with Mars here in Taurus. You could also be maybe working on a pond or a pool. This is Cancer season now, so any kind of cooking with friends, cookouts, time out near and around water, sports and togetherness is just going to feel great at this time. On July 2nd, the big news is Neptune stationing retrograde at 29 degrees, which is an anaretic degree, in Pisces until January 1st. I already mentioned those dates. This is now kind of, I don't want to say your last chance, but kind of with Neptune in Pisces, to make your deepest, wildest, biggest dreams real. We have until March 31st, 2025. This will be the last go of Neptune and Pisces for a very long time. And so what this is good for, it's digging deep, it's molding, shaping, and putting into structure, because don't forget Saturn is here in Pisces as well. Putting into structure and action your wildest dreams. I would say right now you'd be building the structure around those dreams, whatever they may be, and then preparing to really launch them out when Neptune goes direct next January. So they can be made real here with Saturn. And if you had given up on your dreams coming true, no more. Do not do that. With Saturn here, he's saying, don't give up, but you're going to have to work for it. So you don't get something for nothing. So he wants you to build that dream. Even after Neptune leaves Pisces in March, get it started now, because Saturn will help you continue working on that dream until February of 2026, because that's when Saturn will leave Pisces. And I'll tell you what this means for each of the 12 signs when I get into that prediction. Okay, sorry. All month, Uranus and Taurus will be sextiling Saturn in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces. You could have surprising insights, shocking solutions to developing structure around your dreams. You could come up with innovative ways to make money from things that you were only dreaming of up until now. You could also come up with innovative ways or solutions to help global issues like global suffering peoples. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I won't get into the mundane astrology. My favorite organization is UNICEF. Near and dear to my heart. I'll put their link in the description box down below if you have the means to donate to them. They help children in war-torn places. Right now, solutions can come up regarding water problems, pollution, the oceans, as Neptune rules the seas. And let me see, I know there was like a little girl who had just come up with some kind of a solution dealing with like a mollusk or oyster issue. And they are an important part of the oceanic ecosystem. There could be solutions to food shortages, innovative farming solutions, innovative ways to protect cows, and the leather industry. If you're a vegetarian, I think we may see innovative ways or alternative means of using leather. Mushroom leather is a thing, and I love it. And that would be a perfect example of Uranus and Taurus. and affecting the cattle industry, but in a positive way. Again, with Pluto in the mix, this would be really transformational solutions that come to the forefront now. Very powerful solutions that could change the world, quite literally. There could be ideas that emerge now or ways to help people who are suffering. 12th house. Pisces rules faraway places and people who are marginalized or who suffer in society. I love this part, but powerful Piscean leaders or leaders with those traits can come up to the forefront now, especially with Saturn in their sign is crystallizing them and making them the wise one, the wise teacher, and an authority. I keep seeing also Aquarian Pisces types that will, in my mind, although I think they're already starting to show themselves now and in the near future, especially with Pluto going into Aquarius. And yeah, I think it's going to be great to see. On July 5th, there is a new moon in Cancer at 14 degrees, trining Saturn. So what you begin now has the builder in the mix. Any creative projects, if you're building a home, Cancer rules the house, the home, roots, and family. Making structural changes there within the family, or maybe even like adding on to your home. New beginnings around these themes can happen now, and they would be changes that will last with Saturn there. On July 11th, Venus in Cancer trines Neptune and Pisces at 29 degrees and sextiles Uranus and Saturn, and loosely Saturn. Venus is pretty happy in Cancer, and Neptune is in its domicile in Pisces. We could have sudden emotional healing in the family, soulmate, past life love could be on its way, otherworldly love, that would be the highest octave of Venus is Neptune. Profound spiritual love or realizations, beautiful creative works of art, movies, music can come to the forefront or crystallize in some people's minds. You can deal with issues from the past and transcend them now. Just watch out here. There could be a little bit of relationship drama, jealousy, or power plays because Pluto will be opposing Venus in this aspect. Venus will be entering Leo at that 1 degree mark. But it's good, making good aspects to Saturn and Uranus. And remember that Venus moves faster than Pluto. So this should pass quickly. It's just something that I want to mention to look out for. On July 12th, Venus enters Leo. It's great for the fire signs, Gemini, Libras. Venus will trine Chiron and Aries in the North Node, and this could really heal that Chiron wound in the Aries part of your chart. For once and for all, it could be fated healing that comes through at this time, maybe even through acting or through some art form, creativity and healing with children or for children or because of children. The child within can also be healed. Aries can be very childlike in a way. They're the first sign of the zodiac. Or a way forward in these areas with the North Node can be shown here, drawing you to like a destined healing art form, a destined business that heals you on a soul level. A destined child could be in the mix, bringing tremendous healing to your soul, for those of you who may be expecting. On July 18th, Mercury enters Cancer and the Sun is sextiling Uranus. So your mind and thoughts and intuition can be spot on at this time. And Mars is in a sextile to this aspect, and Neptune is positive in the mix too. You could be enjoying water sports, and this is around July 18th. Beaches, paddle boating, canoeing, swimming with family and friends now. Working on some form of a creative project or writing, and just be in a good flow with sudden inspirations or ideas that can have a long-term financial payoff. July 21st, there will be the second of a full moon in a blue moon cycle in Capricorn, 29 degrees, the anaretic degree, which is also a very finishing, finite degree. We had a full moon on June 21st in Capricorn. This one will be trining Uranus in Taurus, conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, or in Capricorn because it's retrograding backwards, and sextiling Neptune in Pisces. There can be an echo effect at this time around the legacies that we're trying to build, our worldly dreams and aspirations that we're trying to make concrete, being balanced out with the home fires in the domicile. We could have completion here. of worldly professional goals. Sudden public recognition can happen now for some too, especially with Uranus here. It can happen suddenly. Father figures could be in the mix in a big way and maybe could be assisting you somehow. But I see it as generally pretty positive. July 23rd, the sun enters Leo, its rulership, and the rest of the month will be flowing with fire energy, trining Chiron in Aries, trining the North Node, giving a boost to these fire signs of Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and sextiling Libra and Gemini. On July 28th, Neptune will come into an exact sextile with Pluto, and this will continue for the rest of the year. What this could look like would be otherworldly creative projects can be born, deep spirituality, probing into the deeper dimensions of the spirit world, going on a pilgrimage that will change your life. I don't know, Easter Island just popped in my head. Maybe somebody's going there. I don't know. I've always wanted to go. I think it's such a cool thing to see these giant stone heads sticking out of the ground and imagining their bodies buried somewhere deep below the earth or within the earth. Anyway, fantastic works of art could be born, music and movies. You could heal inner complexes that have kept you stuck, and things that have been like a poison to your soul can be healed and released now. Realizations and just forgiveness in your life story can happen. The healing can come now. Also, finding a profound healer or somebody with these traits can appear, and they will have been divinely guided to you. They can be very deeply Piscean or Neptunian in nature. And I think I'll make a separate video for that because it's such a huge, beautiful aspect, and it's a very powerful one at that. And I will mention this in all 12 signs, and yeah, let's dive in. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. On July 2nd, Neptune will retrograde in your 4th house of home, family, deep family conditioning, roots, mother and motherhood for the rest of the year. Going over issues to do with your mother, or if you are a mother yourself, it could be you. Structuring your home more around your family or children's schedules, your own schedule. Since Saturn is here, especially if you work from home, you could be focused on the health of the family and working hard on addressing issues that may have come to light since Saturn entered this house last March. You could also be working on creative projects in the home, from the home, or maybe you're building on land or property or for an addition. Maybe you're adding a pond or a pool with Neptune here in Pisces. This is Saturn's last hurrah with Neptune and Pisces until March of 2025, when Neptune leaves this house and heads into your 5th. He wants to make sure you get real around your mom, your health if you're the mom, around your family's health, and a structure in the home. Any transformations that you're trying to make here are being supported by Pluto, who rules deep transformation and change on a cellular level. Maybe you'll even be reshaping and healing family karma at this time, or changing family roots at a very deep level, or outdated family patterns that no longer serve your story, and ones that you deeply want to change as well on a spiritual level. Your beliefs, religion, and spirituality could be changing and altering your family patterns and belief systems as well. On July 5th, the Cancer new moon at 14 degrees happens in your 8th house, where the sun is lighting up deep bonding with an intimate partner, deep intimacy, money you earn from others, investments, loans, taxes, inheritance. It's a very positive new moon, and it's also trining Saturn from the 4th house, further extending that story of changes within the family roots and dynamics, and transformation or needed structure and change with a partner. Maybe this looks like going to therapy for an extended time if issues have come up in the home with family or with a partner. But you would need to do the therapy consistently to gain results. You could also be securing money for a home in your family via the 8th house, like loans, or securing funding for a family member. You could be reworking your mortgage due to like interest rates, securing funds for a family member. Sirius the dog star is a protective beneficial star that is in conjunction with this full moon, and it's very rare. I think that any initiative you take now with home, family, children, therapy or issues with a love partner, or any other home-related topics are truly blessed and protected with new beginnings happening here. But start now or within the next 2 weeks of July 5th to bake in this beautiful aspect. I also forgot to mention that Mercury moves into Leo from July 2nd until July 25th. I know in the intro, please forgive me, I made a major snafu. I just haven't had time to go back and re-edit the videos. Mercury is not entering Cancer on July 18th. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was looking at June or thinking June for some reason. I was also recording in June. Anyway, Mercury will be in Leo, trining your sun, moon, or ascendant from the 9th house. So that's where your Leo placements are, the 9th house of higher mind, spirituality, teachers, improving your thoughts and thinking, lightening this area after being in the 8th house of hidden topics and deep psychological issues and hidden and buried things. You could be on the move, traveling over the next few weeks, or working on something creative, communicating for developing contracts, signed contracts related to publishing and education. Marriage contracts fall here as well in the 9th house. Jupiter rules you and is in the 7th house, and that is also a partner marriage contract house as well. Jupiter and Mercury will sextile each other in positive flow this month. Maybe there's financial contracts that come up around this time, around partnerships or business, teaching opportunities if you're a teacher, or if you're embarking on an educational pursuit or course. Your partner could be the one actually experiencing these things as well. And you could also just be feeling like more eager to communicate and talk and express yourself now with Mercury trining your first house, your sun if it's related to career and health, or your moon if it's related to your emotions. Everything could just be feeling lighter and brighter. On July 11th, Venus moves into Leo here in your 9th house as well, further adding to your happiness, or, there may be a little quick crunch from Pluto. It's not maybe, it will be happening. And Pluto's over in your 3rd house of the mind and local community, neighborhood, siblings, small business, communication apps, things like that. If you do or have dealt with difficult communications come up, or some matter with a group of people, because Pluto in Aquarius rules groups of people, it will pass quickly, I think. And Neptune is the higher octave of Venus and the planet of compassion, and he'll be chiming in to help smooth things out. And Uranus is touching this opposition, this Venus-Pluto opposition, in a beneficial flow to Pluto. So this would offer like a quick solution to help. But overall, look to Venus, who is making you look good, feel good, giving you an opportunity to go on vacation or money-making opportunities. A short trip away would be great if you can do that now. Venus is also trining Chiron, the wounded healer, in the north node of destiny in your 5th house of love, romance, fun, creativity, children, and also sports. This is a beautiful grand fire trine, actually, between your 1st house, or your sun and moon, Venus, who's up there in the 9th, and Mercury, who's up there in the 9th, and the 5th house of Aries with Chiron in the north node. And your focus really needs to be on these topics for ease. So that would be love, travel, beautifying yourself, your wardrobe, hair, cosmetic procedures. After Venus moves past Pluto, though, you want to wait just a couple days after that aspect on the 11th. You could win in sports, or develop or be inspired by a creative project, spend time being creative over the next few weeks, or just schedule some fun events. There can also be healing with all the planets heading into the Leo part of your chart happening there in those 9th house topics. And the sun will also move here too on the 23rd, so that 9th house will be really lit up. And the sun will move into Leo from the 23rd of July until August 22nd, adding to that stellium there in the 9th house and healing. Also any wounding around romance or with love. You can meet love traveling. Could definitely be bringing a partner in. Is Jupiter's in your 7th house all year until next June. And that would be like a really profound soulmate who could come into your life at this time, with Jupiter, the north node in the 5th, Jupiter in the 7th. And right now, over the next few weeks, Venus and the sun and Mercury up there in the 9th house of travel. So it could be a person who is a foreigner if this happens for you. And the person would most likely be a very healing partner. Okay, moving on. Some of the other topics that could be involved at this time are creativity, film, writing, and children can also factor in as well. They're covered by the 5th house. And money can come in too over the next several weeks, healing that 5th house wound. 5th house is also a money house, and kind of, it's a great time to be putting your focus there. So the 5th house of romance, 7th house of partnership, 9th house of higher mind and education and travel and beliefs and learning, teachers, doctors and lawyers and contracts also fall there too. On July 15th, the Uranus-Mars conjunction happens in the 6th house of health and everyday work, pets and chores, and a health issue could suddenly come to light. A quick surprising work matter could come up that requires a quick action. A pet could need care at this time. Some things to watch for. Watch for anger at work or with a boss, your pet's health. Make sure your doors are locked when you leave for work so your pet does not get out. If you can take this day off of work, please do. Watch your driving as well if you're on the road for work. Again, the date is the 15th and can probably be felt a day before or a day after. And we're looking at the degrees anywhere from 24 degrees to 28 degrees for Sag, rising sun or moon, or if you have placements in Taurus, anywhere from 24 to 28 degrees. The conjunction will happen at 26 degrees with a malefic star called Algol, and it kind of connotates losing a head. In a less literal form, it could just mean losing your head in anger suddenly, quickly, over topics that may come up at this time relating to 6th house matters, health, pets, day-to-day living, chores, things like that. So again, take this time off if you can. Also, I would say if you're on the road for work, I already mentioned that, be careful driving. Look to Venus. Venus rules women, money, luxury goods, creativity, art, music. And Venus also rules your 11th house of larger group friends and networks. She's the depositor of this conjunction. So I think that help can come in quickly from friends, from women friends or people with feminine qualities, because Pluto and Neptune are actually beneficial to this aspect. And those aspects are coming from the 3rd and 4th house, Pluto in the 3rd and Neptune in the 4th. So again, friends and family, especially a female, could step in to help you at this time. And Venus is in the 9th up in Leo. So maybe a solar figure like a prominent male or a teacher can be here to help you as well. Okay, moving on to the July 21st full moon, and that's in Capricorn, happening in your 2nd house, wrapping up a full moon cycle around the topics of land, diet, what you eat, your bank account, immediate family. This could have something to do with finding your emotional balance. Trying to balance it out with your ambitions is a key here. Completion around finances and resources, and finding satisfaction through material means. If you've been working hard or investing in land or property, you could be reaping rewards now. You could also have rewards or finances come in to help with 4th house, home and family matters. This moon is conjunct Pluto, but receiving beneficial aspects again from the outer planets like Uranus. So there could be sudden ideas around money-making ideas or work that could lead to big financial gains or new opportunities around work or property investments could happen as well. Okay, and last but not least, there's a Neptune-Pluto sextile for the rest of the year. Neptune is in your, 4th house, and Pluto is in your 3rd, so that could mean like really flowing transformational communication around family, home. Maybe there's desires to move, and it would be to like a better place. Healing around deep emotional family issues and roots can happen here and over the course of the rest of the year. Take care, and we'll see you in August, Sagittarius.